Well, good day, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your financial market. Good evening. Ira Epstein with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening of Thursday, and we're at the 12th of June, 2025, just around 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Well, today was interesting. The PPI figures came out much lighter than the market thought. So all the inflation we've seen this week is not hot. And the question is, when does it get hot, or does it get hot? It's twofold. I'm of the camp that by now I would have thought we'd see some inflation readings coming in. The PPI could be that the retailers, along with the manufacturers of goods, are going through inventories they've had. They got these goods, maybe they rushed them in. Remember, that was all going on when we knew the tariffs were going on, and they're still going through that. At some point, that goes away. And that's when we'll start seeing the inflation pressure. Because at some point, the companies have to decide how much do they want to eat of the increased tariff prices. The president, talking today about that, made it very clear that he's thinking that automakers are going to see increased tariffs. I think he's talking to the European Union when I think about that. I don't know that South Korea is not coming to the table, or Japan, but trying to get the European Union to agree on anything, the way that it's set up. Each country does its own thing. You'll get the Germans wanting to go one way. You'll get the French going another. Then who knows where this is all going to head. But that's what I thought he was doing. President today said that he, as you know, will unilaterally decide the tariffs, and it'll be done within 2 weeks. 18 countries could get favorable treatment. We will find out just how that all works out. The G7 is coming up. Remember, Japan wanted to do a deal with the U.S. before that was done. I've heard nothing about it, but nobody calls me to say the deal's made. We'll see. I think right now, starting tomorrow, you can get all the teams back together in the U.S. and they could decide where they're at and who they have to talk to. But G7's coming right up on top of you. In the gold market, if we finished like this, I put here the old high was 33.63.60. We're 33.80.90 on a closing basis. So this is a chart of closes only, and that would take the market to a new high close. When we look at the daily bar, you can see how far away that is. So remember, it's a rolling close only off weeklies. The market really hasn't done anything here. It had a top, it had a near-term bottom, it's just bouncing back and forth in about an $80 range, and that's the better way to look at it. Are we trending? I cannot say we are. You have the swing line with a higher high and then a lower low. Even if that's taken out, you'd still have just higher highs and a lower low. You are and did hold the 18-day average of closes, so the bias is most certainly up. The Bollinger Band resistance is what's stopping the rally. You don't have to believe me on that, but take a look. It's very, very clear. And in terms of momentum, you're overbought. So I'm not saying this is an easy play right here. I am saying traders are loading in, thinking just like anybody else, and I don't blame them, something big is going to happen in the Middle East. It may not. Big could be a peace treaty. I don't know. If I'm Trump, I could not trust the Iranians to, on their word, to say anything. We know that it has proven bad over 25 years. So you've got to have some other mechanism. And if the president can figure that out, he'll go for it. War is the last thing he probably wants to do. In the gold-silver ratio, you can see how the market has come down. It's gotten a little bounce, but that's about it. And the silver market continues on its journey of being bullish. This still has the higher lows, higher highs. The trend is up. I fully expected the market to drop back. I mentioned that to you this week. And let the traders that wanted to play the embedded reading get in, and they did. And in my advisory service, you know that we did that. You know that I had a special report on silver. Does not mean we'll win this trade. It's just what we did. We'll see what the market can offer. In the copper market, this should be where the market tries to get its footing. This was what I call a correction in a market that's had bullish bias all the way through. The momentum is still dropping a bit here, and you haven't really gotten away from that 18-day average. The platinum is staying with a fully embedded reading, looking to me like it wants to go higher. So in terms of momentum trades, the silver and the platinum are the two strongest. Then in the dollar, you came down and went through the contract low. That's the prior contract low. So you got down through it. Does it open the door up for going down another 6 or 8%? It does. That doesn't mean it has to happen, but it does. It's a lower probability trade, but one that until I see something different, here's my attitude. That's where we're going, probably under the 90 level. The market's got to prove that it can get over that 18-day average again and hold it on a daily chart and probably the weekly chart. What's going for the market is I don't think you're going to attract a lot of new short selling under a Bollinger Band and in an oversold market. That doesn't mean that the bias of this market isn't down. Now, for all of you that are dads or have a dad, you want to give something. I'm starting the Father's Day sale. It will end Monday. So you've got today, you've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, I'm taking it off the website. And what it is, any of my research projects, any of them. It could be the morning subscriber video. It could be my full research. It could be the Spider ETF. It could be the combo of the Spider ETF and the morning video for futures, not the written updates. There's 4 different choices, 1/3 off. In other words, you're paying for 2 months and you're getting the 3rd month absolutely thrown in. So this is what it would run. Now, if you think about it, there's 30 days in a month, and I put out 20 some odd videos a day to give you a week. So you're under $1 a day. All I got to do is have one good idea. And that's $34 not for 1 month. That's for 3 months. So it gets even a lot cheaper. It's like 30, 40 cents, right? So take advantage. What do you have to lose? If you don't, then I know you're not going to anyways. Just go to iraepstein.com. Under the word research, you don't need a code or any of that. It's all there. There's icons up here. Give them a click. Take advantage. Don't wait till the last minute like so many do. I got a letter yesterday from somebody on the silver report. I thought it was going through Monday. Hey, you want to wait till the last minute? I said it would go off on Monday. I don't know what time. As it turned out, the computer did it at 12:01 a.m. I didn't even know that. All right, so you want to wait for the last minute, you blow it. Why not take advantage now? I'm Ira. You have a great day. I'll catch up with you in the other videos tonight and first thing in the morning as we go through the, as you can see, consumer sentiment numbers. Take care.